Hi guys, today we're going to make the ultimate chocolate chip cookie. So the first step in making this cookie is making some brown butter. So to do that we're going to take a frying pan and we're going to gently melt the butter over medium heat. It'll take about 5 or 10 minutes and it's not going to really do anything special at this point, it's just going to melt. The next thing you'll see is it'll start to really bubble and boil and it might start spitting a little bit, and you want to keep heating it gently until it reaches this really nice dark brown colour and it'll smell really nutty and delicious. At that point take it off the heat and put it into a measuring jug. Then you want to add some cold water, enough to make up the volume to 240 millilitres. Because as we've melted that butter, some of the water will have evaporated, so we need to add a little bit of water back in. So while that's cooling, we can get on with our dry ingredients. So we're going to add in some plain flour, along with a little bit of bread flour, which makes these cookies nice and chewy. We're also going to add in some salt and some bicarbonate of soda. And you just want to sieve those into a bowl. Give them a quick mix just so they combine and ready to use, and then set that off to the side. So now your butter should be sort of cooled, but not set, but you still want it to be slightly melted. Not too hot, but not too cold. Add that into a big bowl and add in the brown sugar and the white sugar and also a little bit of espresso powder, gives it a really nice flavour. Not going to taste of coffee, just accentuate that flavour, along with a little bit of vanilla, and we're just going to mix that through with a wooden spoon. You're not beating it, you just want to combine it. Crack in 2 eggs into that and mix that through. Now a lot of recipes say use egg yolks, and I've tried it with egg yolks. I don't notice a massive amount of difference, but if you want to use egg yolks instead of whole eggs, I'd do 3 egg yolks rather than 2 eggs. Next you're going to add in about half of that dry mix and stir that through. Then add in the other half of the dry mix along with your chopped chocolate. Now you want to use some nice dark chocolate for this, something with a good 70% cocoa solids. That's going to give you the best flavour. Stir that through and you should end up with a really lovely cookie dough. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take an ice cream scoop and we're going to take some nice big scoops of that cookie dough and place it onto a baking tray. You don't need to spread this out at this point because we're not going to bake them like this. Then you're going to put them into the freezer overnight or for as long as you want. Definitely freeze them overnight though, because it just really makes them really chewy, and when they hit that hot oven all the butters are going to melt and it's going to make it really chewy and delicious. So into the freezer at least overnight. Then when you bring it out, you want to spread them out onto a baking tray because they're going to spread a lot, so they need a lot of room. And you're going to take some more chopped dark chocolate and just put a few little pieces on top, and this just makes them look a lot nicer. Then they're going to bake at 180 degrees for about 11 to 12 minutes. When they come out of the oven, they will be sort of soft and they won't have set at all, so just leave them on the baking tray for about half an hour to cool down, and you should end up with these really delicious, chewy chocolate chip cookies. Now, as I was saying, you can leave them in the freezer, so put them on a baking tray, freeze them, and then you can take them off the baking tray, put them into like a plastic bag, and then when you want, you can just bake off cookies straight from frozen, and they will be absolutely delicious. And that's it, you've got chocolate chip cookies, and they are the nicest chocolate chip cookies I have ever tasted. Honestly, the combination of the brown butter with that dark chocolate and the bread flour makes them really chewy. So thank you guys for watching. I definitely urge you to make this recipe because it is so delicious. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out any of my videos. You can click here to see my last video and here to see a video randomly selected by YouTube for you.